let's say you're at a restaurant, you're at a movie theater. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. So you just want to make sure that if anything were to happen, you have Hi there, this is Sensei Sarah with the Global Martial Arts University Shotokan Karate program, and I'm going to be starting a series on the principles of self-defense. So this is my first video in this series, and this is not going to be the most action-packed video in this series, but it definitely is going to contain some important information for preventing or at least preparing for possible self-defense situations. So the first step in self-defense, as one wise sensei told me, is don't be there, okay? So what that means is just because you know self-defense doesn't mean you need to go walking through dark back alleys at night to prove your karate or whatever martial arts that you're practicing for self-defense. You want to make really good decisions. You want to be proactive. You don't want to put yourself intentionally into dangerous positions. You want to use the buddy system. So if you're going to go out somewhere that maybe is a little bit more on the dangerous side, or you're going to go walking at night, or someone that's more secluded, you want to make sure that you have a buddy with you, or at bare minimum, you want to make sure that you let somebody know where you're going to be, how long you're going to be there, and check in once in a while. That way, there's always someone looking out for you and aware of what's going on. The third thing is, like I said, you want to make wise choices. You don't want to go places that you don't have to go that are dangerous. And so just be aware of those kinds of things, which brings me to the next, which is awareness. So you want to be aware. So avoidance doesn't mean we're going to lock ourselves in our house and never go anywhere. We want to live our lives, but like I said, we just want to live it making wise choices. So when we do go out places, we do these things, we just want to be aware of what's going on around us. So one of the ways that we do that is to scan our environment. Now that doesn't mean your head has to be on a swivel like a sprinkler or anything, but you do want to make sure that you're using your peripherals and your straight ahead vision, your central vision, and you're always kind of checking what's going on around. You're aware of who's around you. If there's a shift in movement, you know where your blind spots are. So for example, right now, my blind spot is obviously behind my head because unlike my kids think, I don't have eyes in the back of my head. So I want to make sure that I'm changing my position once in a while. I'm changing where that blind spot is. And that way, if anything suspicious does go on around me, I'm aware of it more quickly and I can begin the course to action, right? Rather than it catching me off guard. So that's a really important part of awareness. Another thing is you want to know your exits. So let's say you're at a restaurant, you're at a movie theater. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. So you just want to make sure that if anything were to happen, you have a bit of an exit plan. You know where you can go to get away from the situation if needed. You want to avoid distractions. We live in a very, very distracting day and age. We all have cell phones and iPads, and something is always blinking, tweeting, chiming, all these kinds of things. And so we often tend to be caught off guard because we're not paying attention. So, for example, if you're walking through a parking lot, you don't want to make it a habit to be looking at your cell phone as you're walking through the parking lot. I've been guilty of this myself. I've caught myself doing this. Try to teach my family the same thing. You need to be looking up. You need to be aware. Because a lot of times, if someone's going to victimize someone, they're looking for a good opportunity. So they're looking for those people that are not paying attention. If you look confident, you're upright, you're looking ahead, you're scanning your environment, you're not distracted, you're going to be less likely to be their target than someone who is distracted. All right? So you want to make sure that you're paying attention. And then if you are going to put yourself in a little bit more distracting environment, let's say you're going to go out to the bar and enjoy some adult beverages with your friends, obviously your awareness is going to go down a little bit. It's going to be inhibited. Your reaction time is going to be a little bit slower. So you want to make sure that you're bringing a trusted friend who can look out for you. Just like you bring a designated driver because you wouldn't drive under the influence. You want to bring someone who is going to stay more alert and aware and is going to have your back, basically. And so like I said, this is not the most action-packed video of this series, and we are going to get into some more direct self-defense movements and how we handle some situations in our future videos. But this is definitely a very important start because, like I said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure when it comes to self-defense. So it's much, much better to be avoidant of bad situations, aware of your surroundings, and prevent or at least be very prepared and have the jump on a self-defense situation than it is to be caught off guard. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and like I said, I will be putting out some more videos on self-defense in the future. Y'all have a great day.